Welcome to Hustles, the #1 show that you always want to make sure you're in tune to, because we're going to bring you straight to the hustlers for real, to the ones that get it from the bottom to now, and they willing to tell their story and tell you how you can do it too, along with giving you some motivation so you will know that every day we out here all trying to get it. But today, man, we got nobody other than my brother, Big Twin. Huh?
Brother from another.
That's right, brother from another. Now look, let me tell y'all something, man. Now, usually I can run down everybody's accolades and all that, man, but I want to tell y'all a story. Real talk, man. I met this dude back when me and him was both had shops in the flea market. Shout out to the flea market, RIP to the flea market, to the yellow building, 920, what was it, 926 Little Creek Road?
Yeah, 926. Yeah, 926 Little Creek Road.
Yeah. I forgot his address, but that right there, that's a true staple that was always in our city. Mm-hmm. So we had to take a time out to say that. But look, man, this is where we met, right? When I first met him, man, I knew his ambition and his hustle was definitely going to make sure that he stayed the course and kept growing and kept moving. And that's why we here doing an interview with him today. Because look, man. Look,
that was 2000. What we met? 2016, 15, 16?
Like 15, man.
That's
15.
crazy. 10 years. It's been 10 years, bro.
Yeah. But look, bro, tell them who you are.
Man, first off, first off, I gotta give you your accolade, bro.
No, man.
You one of the first dudes I met, bro. Uh-huh. When I moved up here in 2012, man. When I got that shop in the flea market, I was your neighbor. It was motivation, bro. I said, bro, this dude get up every day. Because, you know, the flea market, you could close the shop.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, bro, you don't understand, you motivated me, bro.
That's real,
You know what I mean? Like, that's and then you was open arms, man. Yeah. You know, a lot of people ain't like that, bro. You like, yo, if you need anything, just a good conversation. We built our relationship, man, and I thank you.
No, I thank you.
I thank you, bro. And then we like best friends, for real.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
like
if y'all don't know, man, even when it comes down to the Trophies logo, he the one that created the Trophies logo.
Question.
You know what I mean? We really sat there and really mastermind that whole logo that when you see it, you know exactly what it is.
Right.
So let them know, like, what would they know you from?
It depends how they know me. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, you clothes. Clothes. You know what I mean?
The only reason I say
you'd have been in the flea market, you'd have been in the malls, you'd have been in other states, you'd have been in Virginia Beach.
Everybody know me from the clothes.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Fashion shows everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're going to New York Fashion Week.
Yeah, I got an event, hopefully with Styles P and my girl Bonnie God Diva. Shout out to Bonnie.
Look,
you know what I mean?
See what I'm saying? See, the thing about it is, a lot of people have clothing lines, whatever, but you're a true stylist. Right. You see what I'm saying? Even what you did for my son for prom.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lil Steve, YCPF. That's it. Yeah, for sure. But look, let me tell you, man, like you actually, like, look, these things in here, you style. You actually show the video of you with your sewing machine getting it in, along with your kids. Yeah. How does it feel, man, to be an active father and a business owner?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm blessed, bro, and I thank God for the strength every day. Because a lot of people...
And shout out to the wife, too.
Yeah, shout out to my wife.
Because we got to always shout out to our wives, no
high school
doubt.
sweetheart, you know, we went through college together.
Yeah.
I was 16, she was 14. We've been together since, on and off. And then we got it. You know,
that's a whole nother joke. That's why our other show, it's deeper than the hustle. That's why our show deeper than the hustle.
Deeper than the hustle. And she been beside me from the ups and downs, yo. You know what I mean? We got 5 kids together, bro. I wouldn't trade nothing in the world.
Oh, no doubt, man.
You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you, bro, like, you know, looking at history, like, you know, a lot of people, man, they either choose their family and say forget the hustle. Yeah. Or either say forget their family and go straight to the hustle to make the money, then come back for their family.
That's real.
Steve Harvey is a prime example of that. You know what I mean? I did research on a lot of, and it's hard, bro, but they give me motivation, bro. When I come home them late nights, they, you know, if they up, Daddy, they coming to me or whatever. So I'm blessed, bro. I'm in heaven. The hustle, it be hard at times, but it's all worth it, man. You know what I mean? They think I'm Superman.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
You did it, man, with 5 daughters and a wife?
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah, bro.
Man, you did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They believe you can build a house they're going to live in from scratch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm all in, bro.
Yeah, man.
So I just thank God that God really aligned my life. And I ain't got no regrets right now.
Oh, yeah. No regrets, oh, man,
bro.
that's beautiful,
You know what I mean? No regrets. Yo, I can't think of nothing I did like, all right, I should have done different now, bro.
Let's go back. Like, what started the love for fashion?
Well, like I say, like, you remember when niggas were like bleaching their jeans? Yeah. This was like late 90s. I used to like get old pair of jeans, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had like that, you know what I mean? But I would refurbish some jeans for me and my twin brother, bleach them, put them in the washing machine, make sure, you know, the bleach smell ain't, you know, what it was, and we would wear them. So then I was part of a crew. So I used to start doing clothes for them and our crew, you know what I'm saying?
And when you say where y'all was at though,
shout out to Plymouth, North Carolina, yo, the 252. You know what I mean? That's my first home. That's Wilson Street. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But yeah, from that crew, and then from college, shout out ECSU, Elizabeth State University, the Viking Pride.
You graduated from there?
Yeah, graduated sociology degree. That's why I'm half crazy now. You know how we be talking Steve, like.
No, cause look, we gonna get into all that, man. That's why I'm letting him just shout out these accolades, man. Because y'all looking at more than just a fashion designer. This guy right here has actually got a college degree, actually got a family, actually out here moving and grooving. So as we keep on going, so what you were saying again?
So, you know,
my bad for that.
No, you good. Yeah. So yeah, I went to college. Man, it's crazy. Going back to college, I was going for a special education. Yeah. You know what I mean? For a special education, but like they don't pay. I found out so I went to school for art for like a semester. And then I switched over to sociology. And then I'm glad that was like the best thing ever, because I started learning about history and, you know, culture and just different things. And I incorporate that knowledge into the brand Carte Blanche. But, you know, going back, I started doing just different things for my crew. You know what I mean? I'm in a fraternity, shout out New Gamma Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Started doing clothes for them, like just custom work or whatever. And once I graduated, I stayed around, I graduated 2008, stayed around to 2012. And then I moved up here because I waiting for my wife to graduate. And we moved up here, man. And I was already good with the with like Photoshop, printing clothes and all that. So when I came up here, I wasn't even thinking about no clothing line. I was just like doing custom work for people. And then my coworker, man, she was like, "Yo, you ever thought about a clothing line?" I'm like, nah, you know what I mean? It implanted like then. I'm like, I could do a clothing line. That was the end of 2011, 2012. I started it.
That's what's
you know
up,
what I
man.
mean? It's a wrap since.
Man, that's good, man. Because I definitely remember seeing the man with the American flag around his head.
Yeah, that's the OG logo, man. The Lady Liberty. Yeah.
Man, that's tight, man. Yeah. So, in the whole thing with hustling itself, man, where do you see yourself going at in the next 5 years with Karte Blanche?
Online, bro. I want to be one of the biggest online joints out here, cause, bro, you know, man, with this externally, man, the retail space, it ain't what it. We in a compound. We at this compound. You know what I mean? This is my compound. Like, you know, we got the podcast room. You got the clothing joint. I got the office in it. You know. And it's more freedom to do what you want. So I'm more on some creative space type thing, man, like really branding it. Yeah. You know, instead of like just being a clothing line, like I want to, like I, you know, said previous interviews, man, I want to do a homeless shelter. I want to do an orphanage, a Carte Blanche orphanage. I want to do a Carte Blanche trade school, because Carte Blanche, it means freedom. Okay. It's a French word that means freedom, and it's about the community. It ain't just a clothing brand or whatever. So it's about liberation, bro. And we got to do for self. Because y'all see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? These joints, getting wicked out here.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: how has business changed since all the politics have changed?
Man, for real,
it
ain't really the policy. It's changed during COVID. That's when it changed. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. It don't really matter who in office, bro. Like, we self-made.
Yeah.
we gotta pivot.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, would you say business was better during COVID or now?
The height of COVID was better.
Yeah.
Because everybody had that money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like, that was a gift and a curse because it was a facade. I was making 30 bands a month during the height of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, this is crazy. You know, this is the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking in my head. Because I had to store in Military Mall.
Yeah.
Shout out to Military Mall.
Then you had to store
at the outlet. At the outlet. Yeah, I had to store at the outlet, man. Forever 21, they came in and, you know, what COVID did, they allowed all the small business to get spaces. But as soon as COVID started, you know, it kind of faded out. That's when the bigger stores came in, like, oh, they had a spot, and then we coming back and taking over our rightful place. And that's what happened with Forever 21.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah, they gave me a letter, like 30 days, you got to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And they ain't even there no more.
Damn.
Yeah, they ain't even there no more. Yeah, all the Forever 21s
that's right, closed, yeah.
But what happened, Forever 21 was already in financial ruin. They had a partnership with Simon Outlets. So once they got the partnership together, they were like, Simon Outlet, like, yo, you could go in all the Simon Outlet properties. And that's what happened with me. I was just collateral. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so it was me, my store, a vacant store on the other side, and then it was an Indian store, legging store. Yeah. They took all 3 stores. Because me and the Indian dude, we walked out together. We got to live like, what the world going on?
Right.
Forever 21. We found out like a week later, Forever 21, that came and trumped our spot. 30 days, y'all got to go.
And then once that happened, they go out of business.
They go out of business, man. But that's what it is. But but I'm glad I went through that because I would never ever go corporate again, bro. Ever.
So
nigga, I gotta have control.
Corporate? Oh, okay. So corporate to you means no control.
No control. I don't want no control. You know what I mean? Like, I got this compound that I'm in, and I thank God for it. It was a pivot because now I'm more with the creative community, like the models, the videographers, the photographers.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, and the marketers. Like we have built a real community, and I'm really a part of it. You know.
So how is it working with all those different creative minds?
Everybody see the play. You know what I mean? It's like kids in the candy store, man. Because we understand Virginia. Like, I'm not from around here, so I get excited. So when you talk to a Virginia native, you not like this, but when you talk to most Virginia natives, like, man, Virginia ain't nothing, this and this.
No, I'm definitely.
You ain't like that. You know what I mean? DeAndre ain't like that. Like, you know what I mean? But you got a lot of people that's from here, like, man, Virginia. Man, I'm from Plymouth, Wilson Street, Plymouth, North Carolina, dirt road. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't understand entrepreneurship. Like, if you was on new, you was a hustler too in the street. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't know nothing about none of that. So when I moved up here, that's what I'm saying. When I saw you, you had all the jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? Who is Big Steve?
Man, one day I'm gonna get to tell my story. When I tell my story,
bro. But the thing is, but the way you look, you wouldn't think that a nigga like you would come with open arms. You remind me of a North Carolina nigga. You know what I mean? You know, Southern Hospitality. Like, bro, you came and gave me open arms, bro. I'm like, man, this
I got
this
family
my
in
dude.
Carolina.
Already.
We had a store out there.
252. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Hoggard. Shout out to Club LTD.
Hoggard get in.
Shout out to Corain.
Corain, that's a real country.
Yeah.
But
Smithfield Packing.
Smithfield Packing. Yeah, man. So you already know. But the thing is, man, you know, the people, it's a lot of creators that's moving here that ain't from VA.
Yeah.
And they looking at the big picture like, they like, man, this joint lit. We see it's lit. We think it's lit. Yeah. Because we ain't got no resources back home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For the most part. But, like, man, you can really build out here, bro. That's why I love the 757. I would never move from here. You know, God, Lord willing, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I
my
love
family
it too,
love
man.
it,
I
my
love
kids
too,
love
yeah.
it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and the creator community is growing. It's growing. This is gonna, it's a bubble that's gonna pop, bro.
Yeah,
you
it
know
gotta
what I mean?
pop. In the 757, I believe that we are at the forefront, and we have created this platform. Not just hustles, not just Karte Blanche, but us as a whole, as a community, not just Winner Circle, but us as a whole, as a community.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, we all do one thing, and that's show each other respect.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's something that I believe a lot of places had it at one time, but then egos got out of place again.
Right.
Like, I want to take this time myself to say not just to myself, but everybody that's around me and to be around me, they know what we stand for.
Yep.
We not gonna be the person that jump on the ship and sink it just because we can't be the captain.
Right.
We all willing to play our part. And that's what I love about Virginia.
Right.
Because everybody's willing to play their part to keep the ship moving. It's gonna be some that ain't.
Yeah,
You know
man,
what I
but
mean?
even how you
But the
created,
ones-
like,
yeah.
you created Winner Circle.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, it, bro, you understand.
No, I definitely understand, but I'm saying it won't just me though. It's really like-minded people all coming together.
Right.
Like if I ain't had my brother DeAndre Foster, if I ain't had you, if I ain't had my wife, if I ain't had my kids, if I ain't had
everybody playing a part.
everybody got to play a part for us to make this happen.
Right.
Like even you having this space to be the vision behind another visionary, because you better bet it's somebody that's coming up, that's looking at everything you're doing, man.
Yeah. Respect too.
Yeah, with
respect,
plenty of
man.
respect.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that if you're not from Virginia, if you don't know, man, long as you give them respect, more than likely you're gonna get respect.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We are not out of pocket with how we move, especially the ones that's really getting it. The ones that's really getting it, you ain't gonna get that rah-rah from.
Right.
Because we, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you cool, you cool. If you ain't, it'll show.
It'll show.
It's gonna show.
You can't fake the phone for too long.
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I mean?
You definitely
But
can.
I'm gonna go back too, man. Like Virginia is beautified, bro.
Yes,
When
sir.
you were saying like all the like the different areas, like you know LA, Atlanta. I've been to these places, bro. Like, bro, Virginia is beautified. It looks good. It's lit. You could, like, man, I might can move my
your
family.
family here. Yes. I got family in Detroit. They couldn't wait to come here.
Yeah, bro.
And they
It's
still
real.
can't wait to come
Yeah,
here.
it's
They
real,
come
bro.
here and be able to breathe.
Yeah.
They be telling me how it is there.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got.
And don't get it twisted though.
Yeah.
Virginia get.
Oh no, yeah, don't get it twisted. Definitely don't get it twisted.
Don't get it
Don't
twisted.
let the cool-ish fool you.
I learned. I said, oh, this joint real.
Hey, we gonna use this as a snippet. I know we is.
Now you gotta understand, back home, you know, we're a little bit older, but back home, niggas won't shooting. Like not like that. You know what I mean? Like it was fist fights. Like back home in Plymouth, you got to learn how to fight.
Yeah.
Like, cause you might
Small
see the
town
same
shit,
dude.
Everybody know everybody mama dead.
Bro, you might see the same dude 3 times that day. And it might go down 3 times that day. For real. Shout out to Plymouth, yo. We were bullies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody know how to fight in Plymouth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But when I moved up here, I said, oh, these dudes ain't fighting. These dudes shooting. They ain't giving you your family.
Oh, no, sir.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I had to learn how to move with it. I'm like, man, nah. I said, you know what? I ain't even trying to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
I don't recommend the streets for nobody.
Nobody.
Because it is
It's real out here, bro.
different sides to Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go looking for it, it's out
It's
here.
out there. Yeah. Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But man, so on this show, we always say hustle beats talent when talent don't hustle. What would you say is more important, the talent or the hustle?
The hustle, bro.
Yeah.
You can be talented all day, man, but if you ain't got that 5 a.m. mentality, like I'm getting up and I gotta go make a way,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna happen, bro. And I'm learning, I learned that, because I'm like, talent ain't nothing. If you got a talent, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're not in that lab, or if you're not trying to grow your business every day or make relationships, because you one relationship away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you one player away from getting to the next level.
Yeah.
But if you're not putting yourself in that position, it ain't gonna work, bro. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, bro. I know mad people, man, right now, you know, like I said, we've been knowing each other since 2015. I know some dudes, man, or just some people, man, like they had it, man, and they ain't here no more. And it's a talent, but they got it. I mean, it's a hustle. But that talent was crazy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. Like, but it's and you gotta understand. You gotta be a good person, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, cause your name carry weight, especially around here. Like,
and that's why I was saying about the Virginia thing. Like most of us understand that. Like we understand, like for real, like I got a furniture mattress store. You can have a problem with me, you can have a problem with whatever, but I promise you, if you do have a problem, you could call me and I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Especially if we're doing good business.
Yep.
Now if you trying to do some sideways, you're gonna catch sideways. Right. As far as like doing straight business, if you ever have a problem with, and I can speak for everybody that's around me in my circle, that if you have a problem with us, we don't mind answering the phone, rectifying the situation, getting you straight, and making sure everything's good. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we are first generation business, all of us.
Right. All of us.
All of us. We all are first generation businesses out here, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be things that we're going to miss. It's going to be things that ain't going to be done right. And then that's our point, and for us to take full accountability and just say my bad versus the person getting online and blasting your business.
Man, look, man, I'm going to tell you some real junk, bro. When I was really doing the T-shirt game, like if they didn't like it, I don't care if it's 100 shirts, I'm going to redo it.
Oh, man.
It's just what it is. You know what I mean? I got to. It is what it is,
man,
bro.
That's
you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it because I don't want you talking negative about me or my business.
So how does it feel when you take them kind of losses, bro?
I would sleep better at night knowing that I took the L versus somebody saying something about my business.
Yeah, and having the animosity on you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they could be blocking another blessing for you. You know what I'm saying?
That part. And they and then they most of the time they come back. You know what I mean? Or yeah, bro, like, man, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, because I might miss a letter, a word or whatever.
Yeah.
But now, I learned to, before I print anything, I send the proof.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to learn that early.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I was,
So what do you learn with the clothing business, right? As you learn, what was the first thing and what was the main things you could say to anybody with a clothing line that you need to learn in this business? Like saying things like that, like whatever you're gonna print, make sure that you have the other person proof it,
and then they okay it, then you print it. Because if something off,
give them about two more things. Two more things. I don't want to get
in the clothing business.
I'm pretty sure you got a book coming out. Or something.
Yeah. So all that you already know.
So you don't want to give them too much. Just give them the first 3 chapters.
So specifically in the clothing business.
Yeah.
Okay, in the clothing business, I'm gonna tell you, man. The number one thing you got to learn is Photoshop. You have to build off that, because if you don't know how to design, it's gonna be hard, because you giving money out away. And I get it. Some people don't want to do it. But I like to create. So I had to learn. From that, learn. I taught myself how to sew. Shout out to YouTube University, man. I learned Photoshop off YouTube.
And man, I'm a mechanic
right now. Yeah, straight up. You know what I mean? Like YouTube, if you know how to use that joint, you can do whatever, bro. You know what I mean? And you saving money.
Shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube University.
I watch so many DIYs, man.
Yeah, straight up, bro.
I be over the crib working on
straight
stuff
up, man. Straight up. But I'm gonna tell you the flip side too, man, with this clothing joint. If you don't know how to do them things, printing that, even you just got a heat press machine, and you print your own joint, that's good, because the way the world is going, bro, a lot of the clothing, the younger clothing designers, they're going overseas. Pakistan going crazy right now. But you see the tariffs, it's a lot, bro.
And that was my next question. How is tariffs really affecting the game right now?
Well, it's really not affecting me. I deal with 2 manufacturers over Pakistan. That's for coats, a size runner coats and stuff like that. If I'm doing like a big order, like a winter line or something like that. But for the most part, I try to print stuff myself in house, because if they with them tariffs or Trump close the trade agreements and all that, it's a wrap, bro. It's gonna stop your business. It's gonna stop your business, bro. So, you know, I deal with both. I got the, you know, I deal with overseas, but also if I could print it in-house or do stuff in-house, that's why I do a lot of one-on-one stuff too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, cut and sew. That way, I'm not depending on them factories. You know what I mean? Them factories, man, and they, you know, shout out to the factories, man, but they worse them too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You give soon as an order is done, they want more orders, and it's like, bro, I ain't even sold this, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But it's good to have. But I would tell any clothing designers right now, anybody with a brand, like, try to learn something, you know what I mean, for the production of your clothing line, because it might get so bad that you can't get the stuff from overseas, you know what I mean? Whether it's Pakistan, China, whatever, you know.
For sure. So do you do classes for sewing and like fashion design and stuff like that?
Not on an ongoing basis, but somebody want a private session, I'll give them a private session.
For
you know
sure.
what I mean?
For sure.
Or whatever. But I'm so busy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so busy, man. I ain't even thinking about like no group class. I know it's extra money or whatever, man, but man.
No. You already know. Shout out to the Big Boss program. It was a program that we put on Winter Circle. Me and my brother on DeAndre Fulton. You was there. We all put in for this, and we was able to teach kids, and we gonna bring this back. You know what I mean?
It was a dope program,
man.
That was dope, man.
Let me tell you,
there was a lot of kids that came
The
out.
girls that did hair right, they doing hair right now. They mom. Shout out to Natasha Johnson and her 3 daughters. They got a shed at their crib.
Come on, man.
That they done turned into a salon, and all them bring hair like in that jank like Africans. Like, and I hope that ain't no quote unquote nothing. I'm just being real.
Right,
like,
right,
you know, when you go to the
right,
African braid shop, be like 3-4
right,
girls in
right,
hair,
right.
like that. Like they own it, and they even talk about still to this day the Big Boss program.
That's
you
crazy.
see what I'm saying?
See,
So
that
we
was
know
that was a seed.
Yes, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's something we definitely gonna bring back, and we definitely gonna get. But how was that with teaching the kids about fashion and all that, man? How is it teaching kids and these fashion shows and everything that you're doing with the community? Like, how is it dealing with people you don't know and teaching them about something that you love?
What we just said, putting that seed in them, man. That's like, and then you see the seed, you know, a year or 2, 3 years later, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like or people come up to you like, yo, thank you, bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, we had conversations with people, we just conversate, but we getting jewels. And we didn't even know we giving jewels. And then years down the line, they were like, man, yeah, I remember. I'm like, dang, I said that. You know what I mean? You know, or whatever, but we just naturally, like, bro, we walking prophets, bro.
That's right.
Like, we walking prophets, like, walking God's little G. You know what I mean? Like, that's like what we doing, and just our energy, it attracts people, bro.
Yes, sir.
And we walking leaders, man. Like, that's just what it is.
You saying it exactly right.
Yeah.
That's why
God's gift.
Yes, hustles, man. It's not just a podcast about one individual or 2 individuals. It's about all the individuals that's working to their greater good to make sure we take care of our family and our community.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with that being said, man, look, you already know, man, you got all the love and respect from us here at Hustles, man. Look,
no,
we appreciate you getting on the show.
My brother for life. Love you, bro.
Man, shout out to DeAndre Fulton for always making sure he hold down the camera. Don't you ever stop watching. Matter of fact, let your mama know, let your sister know, let your coworkers know, let your neighbor know.
Plug in.
Everybody. Hustles. It's going to motivate you. Don't you want to get up? Don't you want to go get some money?
Go get some money,
Go
man.
get some money.
Hey, look, man, it's bad out here. You got to go figure it out.
Yeah. Hustles, man.